I still need to recover from another lover. Would you be here for me?
Hi guys, it's the 1st of June. Happy summer everyone. I'm gonna show you everything I eat. Everything that makes me happy, makes me feel that I'm the best version of me. Starting off with my matcha.
We are kickstarting Monday with a good old oatmeal. I don't always eat before my workout, but that day I felt like I needed that fuel before I hit the gym. I mixed the mashed bananas and frozen berries, cinnamon, oats, oat milk, and cooked them together for around 4 minutes until it turned out into the desired consistency. Personally, I like it when it's a tiny bit runny. I topped the bowl with some almond yogurt and strawberries. We had so much strawberries because I actually went to strawberry picking last week. So we were like flooded with strawberries. I am extremely happy about it because strawberries are one of my favorite fruits. I had my breakfast, then I waited like 2 hours before I went to the gym. Honestly, I don't always have the motivation to go, but I never ever regret going because the feeling I get afterwards is so rewarding. That is what's driving me to go. I used to bend down my upper body so much. Now I'm proud of that. I was actually scared that I'll build these huge muscles on my arms and it's gonna become big and bulky, and I didn't like the idea. So for some reason I just didn't do upper body properly. Now I do it and it became one of my favorite days. So yeah, I just did some weight training and then I went home and started cooking lunch.
I'm gonna make some jacket potatoes for lunch. They are already done and they are going into the oven. I love these vegan IKEA bowls. They are so convenient. This is the one I'm gonna use, like plant-based bowl. Everything is just baked in the oven except for the tofu because I'm making a tiny bit of tofu with some onions. And then that's it. Yesterday I had to bake some brownies because my brother's friend had like birthday today. So we baked some brownies for him. But yesterday everyone in the family was like, oh my god, do I smell cake? Do I smell cake? So I was like, okay, let's do some brownies today as well, because everybody wants to have some. Okay, let's get cooking.
Until the potatoes and plant bowls were in the oven, I made this tofu side dish. I sauteed together onions, some chopped up basil tofu, and tomatoes, and then seasoned them with salt, pepper, Italian herbs, and garlic powder. A few minutes later, I added some more spring onions and red onions, only so I used them all because they were about to go bad, so I try my best not to waste food. Meanwhile, I tried something new that day. It's basically a brownie, but it's in the form of bread. So it's not a banana bread because there are no bananas in there, only on top. But it is so good. I am working on the recipe, so you'll get it soon. I am actually working on my website, actively currently working on it because I really wanted to have a space where you can go and find my recipes, find inspiration, and find information to kickstart your health journey or continue on it. But it will take another few weeks to couple of months. I hope it will be out in July.
Okay guys, the moment of truth. Comes out or not? Ooh. Chocolate bread and some strawberries as a snack. Yay!
For dinner, I chopped up these beautiful romaine lettuces. You know when a vegetable is just beautiful and you just freaking crave it? I usually have this with like mango, strawberries, and green leafy vegetables like lettuce and kale. I don't know why. It is weird, but I accepted this weirdness. So I was making a vegan Caesar salad kind of vibe. So I chopped up some tomatoes as well, marinated tofu in soy sauce and rice vinegar. Then I fried the slices in a pan. Instead of just regular croutons, we tried to cut bread very, very thinly, and we spreaded some olive oil, Italian herb, garlic powder mixture onto them and bake them in the oven for 10 minutes on 200 Celsius degrees until they were crispy and smelled like garlic bread. My brother actually assembled this bowl for me, turned out so nice, and that's how I finished my day. I am having my morning matcha. I just done my skincare. There is this brand which I want to show you because it's so incredible. It's called the Schüssler. When I was a bit younger, not that young, a few years ago, I became obsessed with Miranda Care for a hot minute. She has this brand, Flora Organic, and she has a face mist. And I remember that my ex-boyfriend bought me a face mist because I was like, oh my god, all I want is a face mist. I was just extremely obsessed with her, but I could never afford her products, unfortunately, so I never had Flora Organics, just always from some other brand. This one is my favorite so far. It's a C vitamin face mist and I love it. Ooh, it smells so good. Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you that. Just a little fun fact. Whenever I want to treat myself in the morning, I always just make pancakes. I think that's like a self-love message to you when you just make these beautiful pancakes. They don't take long and I always feel so happy when I start my day with them. I mix together mashed banana, oat flour, oat milk, cinnamon, baking powder, salt, and chopped vegan chocolate. I let the batter sit for like 5 minutes and then I fried them each side with some coconut oil on medium heat. I am also trying to get into juicing more. That morning I used rhubarb, apple, carrots, and I made a glass of juice, which turned out so good. It went really nicely with this sweet pancake vibe.
Go back in time and make the change.
I also defrosted some frozen forest fruits, topped the pancakes with them, and munched away. Okay, so right now I'm gonna cook with my brother like a typical Hungarian dish, which is called lecsó. It's basically tomato and pepper stew, but with different pepper because we use this one. It's really popular in Hungary, but obviously you can do it with any kind of pepper. So yeah, it's very simple and it's like a traditional meal. Traditionally, although there is like sausage or something in there, but I will not do that. So veganize it is. For this meal, you'll need 3 ingredients and spices. Very simple. All it takes is chopping the vegetables basically, because that's the only quote-unquote difficult part. It's not difficult. That's the only time-consuming part. You need pepper, tomatoes, and a lot of onions. Start by sauteing onions, add some smoked paprika, vegetable broth powder or a bouillon cube, vegetable bouillon cube, salt, pepper, and then the peppers. I added a tiny bit of water, not too much because the tomatoes will have plenty of liquid. After 5 minutes, add the tomatoes as well and let them simmer for 25 minutes. And you have a beautiful comfort meal. I had some bread with it. I know it's not the most aesthetic, but really worth trying, and it was really simple. For dinner, I made a nourish bowl, one of my favorites so far, with fried tofu, rice noodles, spinach leaves, radishes, and pickled cucumber. I love pickled food. As a dressing, I used 2 tablespoons of plain hummus, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and a teaspoon of rice vinegar. This dressing turned out the best so far. It's gonna level up any nourish bowl or salad you wanna make, so I highly recommend trying this out, and it's only 3 ingredients. I started Wednesday morning with a matcha again, but this time it was an iced matcha, and then I went to the gym and trained with my brother. Now let me tell you something about my brother, okay? He has no mercy on me. He is cruel, but in a good way, like in a way where you want to stop, but he's telling you, no, you cannot stop, keep going, Flora, keep going, you can do it. But he is really pushing my limits. So I am recording this a few days later and I am still sore from this day. So we just repeated 3 exercises. First 10 burpees, then 15 jumping lunges. killer, and then 30 mountain climbers each leg. We had to complete one exercise type in 1 minute, so if I finished the burpees in 25 seconds, I could rest for 35. And then we made 8 rounds of this, and I literally died in the end. And I am aware I don't do exercises perfectly, so please just don't judge me on that. I am all for progress over perfection. And then we also made some kettlebell exercises, which I am still learning because for some reason I just cannot comprehend some exercises. I don't know, it's just too complicated for me sometimes, but it was so good. Actually, when I do cardio, I cannot eat a huge meal after it, so I just had a protein bar and some granola with bananas and strawberries.
It takes a whole damn hour to afford 2 gallons, and I'm not doing enough. Another day, another challenge. I woke up one day and the world was cold. Feel like I'm way too young to feel this old. I got a hole in my heart that keeps getting bigger, so I'll try to fill it up by rooting in my liver. I'm a poster child, millennial. Feel like I'm way too.
Later for lunch, I had some sourdough toast that I toasted in a pan with olive oil instead of toasting it in the toaster, which for some reason always tastes extra good. I added hummus, salt, pepper, chili flakes, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, lamb's lettuce, and carrot on the side. So nothing complicated, but indeed very yummy. I still had some leftover tofu and rice noodles from the day before, and I craved that hummus dressing again, so I decided to make rice rolls.
So I'm making rice paper rolls. This is tofu, this is cucumber, carrots, I have some leaves and rice noodles, and then I made this sauce that you saw me making a second ago. And obviously the rolls. I
did the rice paper into hot water and filled it with carrot, tofu, cucumber, rice noodles, lamb's lettuce, and rolled them up. It was so good. I don't have words for it. With this hummus dressing, A+, guys. A+++.
Like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. 'Cause baby, in your absence, life is boring, so I'll never leave.
I started my morning with my workout, which was again a killer. I trained arms and legs and literally couldn't walk, but it's okay because for some reason it is also making me feeling really good, and the reason I like to work out in the morning is to feel accomplished, and everything in the day goes so much smoother for me. I am less likely to procrastinate and my mood is way better. Well, that's obvious because of the hormones that are released, but yeah, I'm less likely to procrastinate, which is always really helpful. Breakfast was a drink, basically, a smoothie. I have this new obsession for banana smoothies, which I never had before. I sometimes put in matcha, I sometimes put in some cocoa powder, but it's just banana, a glass of oat milk, cinnamon, matcha powder, and some protein powder. I don't always put the protein powder in, but sometimes I do. I made some strawberries and I put them on the bottom of the glass jar to make it just extra pretty and put in a banana smoothie. For lunch, I made a pasta salad. It's like you eat a bunch of veggies, but at the same time, you can eat the pasta, and it's just the perfect combination. I cooked some chickpeas with curry powder and garlic powder. I chopped up cherry tomatoes, cucumber, added spinach leaves, corn, red onion, the cooked and cooled pasta, and finally, because I was not freaking over the hummus dressing obsession, I made another one. Well, okay, this is not the same because it's basically completely different. So I used plain hummus with curry powder, salt, pepper, extra virgin olive oil, garlic powder, nutritional yeast, Italian herbs, and some water to make it more liquidy, and poured it onto my salad and had a bowl or two with some toasted bread.
I still need to recover from another lover. Would you be here for me? Never met your parents, not even your mother, but let's see where this leads.
Later Later for dinner, I went out with a friend. We had a vegan chicken burger, which was insane. Taste-wise, aesthetic-wise, smell-wise, all 10 out of 10. And we also had some sweet potato fries. And I also had this fizzy lavender lemonade, which smelled like bubblegum, but tasted very nicely. So yeah, I was chilling, vibing. We were listening to some Miley Cyrus because that was a vibe that night, and had a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's what I need.
On that beautiful Friday morning, I made a yogurt parfait, which looked insanely good. Sometimes when my mom wakes up, I'm like, Mom, I have to show you my breakfast because it looks so insanely good. Are you proud of me? Like, yeah, I am that cringe. I am doing that, guys, and I'm sorry. This meal actually is so easy. So I basically didn't do anything. I just layered some stuff, defrosted forest fruits in the bottom, almond yogurt, then granola, strawberries, more yogurt, and more granola. Then I did a few videos from Pamela Reif. She's my go-to at home. It was a booty day, and I also did some abs with weights and a few squats in between with kettlebell. It was pretty decent. I think booty and upper body are my favorite workout types for sure. Just require less mental effort to start than, for example, legs, which require the most mental effort for me. I don't know, training legs are the most terrifying thing every time I do them. After my workout, I made some burritos. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be a burrito. I just did some filling, and then I put it in a tortilla wrap. So basically it's a burrito. I mixed red onions with tomatoes, salt, pepper, Italian herbs, and garlic powder. I then cut up mushrooms into very, very thin slices. I fried them in a pan along with thinly sliced tofu and seasoned them with soy sauce and curry powder. I finally cut up some pickled cucumber and had lunch. I sprayed some red pepper hummus onto my tortilla wraps, and then I filled up with all the goodness and enjoyed away. Is that a thing, enjoyed away? It is now.
They gathered by the sea, sent people anxiously. Not once did speak to me. When tides came, did not flee. Each spoke the same, had the same dreams.
Later on, we went for some ice cream, but they also served this vegan snow croissants. This is how you say it. I have no clue. I'm so sorry. But these are so bomb. And then I had chocolate ice cream, which was also delicious. And then I had dinner in IKEA with my family because we had to grab a few stuff, and it's always a really fun time going there. I don't know about you, but IKEA for me is like a playground. You get to imagine your best life living in the best apartment ever in New York City. Yeah, it's always so fun. I already told you I love plant-based bowls, so I had a bunch with some fries and peas. So guys, that is the end of this video. I am so grateful for you watching this video and spending some time with me. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hopefully see you down in the comments or in my next video. I am sending you all the love and sunshine you can possibly need. Until next time, bye guys.